Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, the show I'm Mal Lee, host for this evening, like every other evening I suppose, and like last night because we had no young commentators there, did the show myself. All apologies for all the lads, but I'm sure we'll have them all back, fingers crossed, for next week's show, because when it comes up to the summer holidays we'll be giving them a good break and we'll have a lot more managers and guests coming in to the show, and hopefully we'll have a guest coming in next week, one of the managers from JFA Betis, who'll be talking grassroots football through and through. John, brilliant, and we will be discussing the new law of the game coming into grassroots football about non-heading of the ball. Excuse me, because I'll be waiting for one or two messages today to come through, just because I want to tell you about two games that I watched today, and the two games, as we explained to you last night at the River Summer League, and well done to the committee once again. Steve Sully was talking to him there today, and yeah, he was helping out along with Ray, and I didn't see a problem except for the rain, the drizzle, but I also put a message out on social media today saying everyone can cover up in the rain, put the brollies up, but also keep the cover on verbal abuse and aggressive behaviour from the sidelines. We didn't want that. The kids are okay, they can make do with that, and the referee, if the rain they'll get wet, but they can't cope either with verbal abuse or aggressive behaviour coming from the sidelines, either to the opposition or to the referee. They don't like it, guaranteed. I know kids don't like it. Anyway, it was absolutely fantastic to see all the kids today from Rail Betis, JFA Rail Betis under nines. Tremendous. It was high fives all round, sitting side by side for the first time with JFA Genoa DXTL, and the reason why I'm adding DXTL on that one today, because they're in the Summer League and they're wearing the DXTL kit, so it's just a thank you to DXTL. They have stepped down, or they are stepping down. As far as I'm concerned, honestly, they don't go away. They'll always be DXTL to me, even though I folded the two teams, as I explained on last night's show. Some of the reasons were given, but we'll go through more reasons as the shows come together over the next few weeks. We've got plenty of managers coming in. We'll have ex-managers coming in, talking grassroots football, and probably one or two guests as we march into the new Winter League itself, because summer leagues are still going on. Now, just a little, the kids were great. They all met in the cafe, they all got on together, but it was funny because they were on the same pitch, so not the same pitch, two different pitches, but you could see under nines, under eights, next year's under nines and next year's under eights playing together, and Warner Wolfsburg took on JFA Betis. What a game, honestly. I enjoyed watching the two, because the thing is, we kicked off a little bit, or should I say, JFA Genoa DXTL kicked off a little bit earlier than Betis. So I was made up because it was sort of like behind, so I could watch the two teams from the sidelines and just see how they were doing. And great game, as I say, Wolfsburg versus Betis, but they came out on top, Betis, and it was great, friendly, loads of shaking hands at the end, watching the two games, taking it all in. And I give all the kids, because I watched the end, the finish, I could stand on the sideline and watch them, and I give them all a high five. Every kid, and they're all asking, how did your team get on, how did the other team get on? Well, my ex-team, Sophie's team now, Jack gave apologies, couldn't make it today, but Sophie handled it great, and the kids handled it great. Honestly, just go away from Betis at the moment, that is the best game of football, even though they lost narrowly with a last second equaliser, should we say, the last kick of the game. Goalie Cody, brilliant save, but only to push it on to an attacking player, which our defender was a little bit slow getting back, but it's not their fault whatsoever. These things do happen because, as you say, they're unexpected. Shot come in, Cody saved it, and then the defenders blame themselves, but you know, it doesn't matter. What a game, because I can say to the lads, maybe the referee missed it, but no one complained. The goalie in the first half took the ball over the line with his body. The referee didn't see it, wasn't positioned very well, and didn't give the goal. It was like I say, but we knew it was in. But no one complains. We just got on with the thing. They took a 2-0 lead, and then it went to 2-1. It would have been 2-all, but it was 2-all, and we done exactly the same. Last kick of the game, equalised for half time. And then it was end to end. It was brilliant. Our lads hit the bar with Leighton. They had a cracking shot. They all had chances. They just couldn't put it away. It was end to end. It was great. And as I say, that last second equaliser, it's a pity because no team deserved to lose. And I just think, I'd say Genoa, DXTL just had the edge for JFA, honestly. But what a game. Two sides, all the kids shaking hands. And then, you know, your keeper blaming himself at the end for not keeping hold of the ball. It wasn't, because Cody was absolutely outstanding in goal, and he was deservedly man of the match. Honestly, no one could complain. He's won that 2 weeks on the run. Attitude, saving, his kicking, just unreal. Picking kids out, looking to pass, saving the corners. You just thought one-on-ones do it in. No, he saved it all. He was great. He was the cat today. He really was. So well done to Cody. Absolutely solid performance. And I'd like to mention Leighton. He's been having, he's going to Macclesfield. He's been going and having some games with them, and he's been chatting along the lines, and the improvement. And this is definitely, and I'm passing this on to Willie's dad. The improvement when his dad is not there is unreal, and I don't mind saying that because young Alfie and Steve wasn't there. Some of the dads aren't there, and it just proves the kids were outstanding. They really were. So there was, I'd say, 1, 2, 3, 4 dads not there today, and honestly, I'm not saying it's the dad's fault, but I am in one, and definitely one. I'll go back to that in a minute. But honestly, the kids were the best I've ever played, and I'm keeping stum. I'm not shouting any instructions, just applause to watch. And I'm watching the kids 2 games, but I was glued to the under 8s, to be honest. It's the first game that they've lost through the season and through last season. The performance, honestly, for the most improved team, you'd have to look at these lads who couldn't kick a ball. There was only one player, Leighton, who had some experience. Alfie had 1 or 2 kick-arounds, but the first ever team was us when they come into it, you know. And to me, great stuff. It was a joy to watch. It's a pleasure to watch. It's grassroots football at its best. It's development at its best. And attitudes on the pitch were fantastic between the 2 teams. They really were, and I thoroughly enjoyed every kick of that game, every tackle. Even Samuel going past, honestly, on the wing, was just unreal. Alfie, the football, Jacob and Audie at the back, who were cleaning up, and you know, everyone was working as a team, and even the keeper was shouting and passing the ball to them, and his saving. It was honestly amazing. But Leighton, a little extra special word for Leighton, because he was doing team talks. He was having the kids in the circle, talking to them, telling them things, and they're all agreeing, they're all looking together. And I just thought it was amazing. Now the kids are bonding, and this is what grassroots football is all about. I can stand back, let Sophie do her job, and she's loving it. She could not walk away from those kids anymore. She's coaching great. Jack, honestly, when Jack gets there as well, I know it's the complete article then, the team. And I was getting, the kids were coming up to me saying, why haven't you been to training? They don't understand at the moment, but I'll be there all the time to talk to them and get them involved, because I wouldn't walk away from any of those teams, the under 9s and the under 8s, because they've been magnificent and displayed and thoroughly put DXTL on the map. And I'm hoping that we've done these kids so proud, and the parents, that it's unreal what we've achieved over last season, and probably going into this season. The last season, the 2 teams winning cups, and the under 9s, under 8s then winning the REFspect award, and they're in tournaments, and I can't believe how well these 2 teams are gelling together, the bonding. And if you want, honestly, that's what I'm going to miss. I really am. From Club DXTL, I'm going to miss what I set out to do and achieve. And I achieved. Didn't expect trophies from both teams. I really didn't. But we won 2 with the under-7s last year. Honestly, in their first season, 2 trophies. I can't believe what I've left behind. But it's good to me. It's good that these kids are all understanding the respect towards our referees, talking to the referees, having a chat with the referees, not giving them any stick, because they are really put down if they give any referee stick. They're getting on with the game and they're just playing the game. And referees are coming back to me and saying, outstanding, loving these teams to officiate to. And it's something that I've left behind, and Sophie and Jack will carry that on, because I'm there guiding the parents basically. And the shirts on, the REFspect t-shirt, they know what I'm all about, and they know they have to be very quiet on the sidelines when it comes to referees. But the passion should be there when it comes to supporting and encouraging the children, and that is what I've left behind, and I'm so proud of that one. And when the new season kicks off, JFA, Jennings Football Academy, are going to be given 2 teams that are born and bred for football, enjoying, the kids are enjoying it, the parents are starting to enjoy it and understanding what REFspect and respect is all about on and off the field of play. Codes of conduct are really being adhered to. And I'm just sorry that I wanted to build DXTL, Club DXTL, but I explained last night, and I will explain more over the weeks why I stood down. I wanted to portray a message of respect on the kids, and I did. And they're still doing that now, to get the message across to all teams out there. But sometimes teams are saying, oh, look at them, don't cross the line, and they're causing murder. They were all rumours, and I didn't like that. And I didn't like it. There was teams and managers, honestly, set out to try and destroy the campaign that we're doing. And what they're saying is, you respect the referees and look at the way you are. But I can honestly hold my head up high and hands up high and say, not one bad report from any referee came in to the county FAs, to the leagues, about those 2 teams. Not one from the referees, honestly. DXTL we're talking about here, Club DXTL, and you know, they're all invited, every league, to state Club DXTL didn't do a thing wrong. North Liverpool JFL will certainly vouch for that. The referees will vouch for that. The Walton and Caterhill, when DXTL, or no they didn't, that was Quarry Green, they did not play in the Walton and Caterhill league. They were under Quarry Green at the time. But what more can I say? They go into Stacey Savage's league, which is Merseyside Youth Football League, and the under-8s come away with the REFspect Team Award from the whole, from the whole league. And they'll carry that on. They'll want to try and win that again under JFA, Rail Betis, I assure you. And if our team can win a Fair Play Award, I'm going to put a massive cup up probably for the North Liverpool JFL and the Kirby League as well. And I'm going to put 2 awards up for them from Don't Cross the Line. And we're going to say, this is your Fair Play Award, and the league can present that. That's going to become a new thing, honestly. So Kirby, the new Kirby Saturday League and the North Liverpool JFL League, we're putting up a DXTL, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect, Fair Play Award that's going to be handed to one of these teams throughout the season, honestly. And I hope you enjoy that. I really, really do. Because I think teams need awards for good behaviour. And they get enough punishment, don't they, for bad behaviour, so why not award the good behaviour? And that's what DXTL is all about. I really want to put, and I might get 1 or 2 sponsors up there who are sponsoring the cup, and that'd be good for them. It really would be good for them. Really, really good cup. Let's put these awards up, and I'll have a chat to 1 or 2 of the good sponsors who are coming on board with me, and it'll make a difference. I assure you, it will make a difference to teams. They'll all want to win these awards, and I'm going to talk to Empty Sofas about it. I'm going to talk to One Call Taxis about it, and see what we can give to these kids, and maybe a day out somewhere in a taxi. Now, let's just see what we can put up as a special award for the fair play from Don't Cross the Line next year. Watch this very closely. But well done, and I can't give you the name of the team honestly at the moment. I have text Sophie and she's not come back to me at the moment. Oh, hang on, has she? And I might be able to give you that team. The team that Genoa played. Right, ESC Santos. There you go, under 8. What a game against JFA Genoa, and they scraped the win, and I'm sure that we were talking to the parents and the managers will say, you know, no side deserved to lose that game, but unfortunately that was the way it was. And when I say Leighton hit a cracking shot and the goalie hit the bar, and it was one of those things. It should have been 3-3, maybe it should have been 2-2, and I wouldn't have honestly batted an eyelid. But we had to explain to the kids that it's not about losing the games, it's about enjoyment, development. There's always next week plenty of games coming up, and I wish Leighton all the best of luck at Macclesfield tomorrow in a tournament, and I'm sure he'll do really, really well. His attitude today was second to none. He was listening like a young little professional, and he was talking to the kids around him, the team around him, and that's bonding, that's building the team and the confidence. And he went to Samuel, who scored an own goal, and he was upset, and then you saw the relief Leighton went to, put his arm on his shoulder, talked to him, and then the relief came with Samuel. Whatever Leighton said, that was bonding at its best. It really was, and I enjoyed it. So all you managers out there, all you coaches out there, what is your, what do you feel about that? Because I was so proud today of all the kids and even the referees. We were talking away to referees, bonding with the referees, playing the game, kids blaming themselves, which they do, for a goal going in. God knows what's going to happen next year if kids are defending a ball and they can't head a ball and they duck to let that ball go through and the striker's onto it and putting it in the back of the net. The kids are going to be blaming themselves for giving it away because they don't want to handball it, not in a million years, because that's not part of the game. Managers and coaches, my honest opinion, are going to start telling them to do that, handball it and give away that indirect free kick or direct free kick. Yeah, it's going to give them a chance to score a goal, but it really is, to me, my opinion, it's going to take the fun out the game, the part of not the fun, part of football that's been known for years and years in grassroots football, from under 12s, and they can't take a throw in. So it really is now pointless if you're in a summer league, in a tournament, of having throw-ins, of having foul throws, should I say. Whether the tournaments are going to continue with the throw-ins, not too sure. But if they do, why should a referee give a foul throw? Because they're disappearing at those age groups. That to me, just don't give a foul throw. Let the game continue. Let the kids throw it in any way they want to, because they're not going to get the experience of that over the next few years. What's your thoughts on that, Mal at DXTL.com? Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, and we will be, if our special guest comes in next week. We'll have young commentators back as well. And managers are starting to queue up to talk to me and tell me their thoughts about this non-heading of the ball next year. Now, I might even try and get a county FA official in, or even an FA official in. Yeah, it has been trialled and said it's successful, but how many more injuries have they had? Because kids are going to do overhead kicks and put the boot high. Kids are going to go, I don't know, I really, really don't know. Let's see if it pans out right. Many will say kids don't head the ball anyway, but kids do. I've watched plenty of games to say kids will be heading the ball. Honestly, they really will. Over the last few months, I'm saying that kids are heading the ball more, to be honest, and I don't know what it is. And the balls are lighter. Has it been proven about dimension in yet? Because we're talking about the rubbers on 3G pitches, 4G pitches at the moment. America's saying it's causing cancer. That hasn't been stopped. Those 3G pitches have not been stopped. You know, why aren't we doing that? Why aren't we banning that? Because they haven't been proven yet. And that's what the FA will say to you. Same as dementia in kids. Let's see. Let's see. I want your thoughts, because it really is going to be a very hot subject in the future, I assure you. Okay, thanks very much for tuning into the Grassroots Show. I'm Mal Lee. I've been brilliant. Well, I hope I've been a brilliant host to you from SoundCloud and DXTL TV from the touchlines. I'm going to relax now and start watching the Euros again, and let's see how they pan out as well. And the kids are looking forward to it. But what a tournament it's been. We'll be back again tomorrow before 7 p.m. From myself, Mal Lee, and all the team at the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, Heart of Gold initiative, no rep, no game. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great evening, put your feet up, relax and enjoy the Euros. Good night, God bless.